Alright, we're back with The Sims 2. It's a nice, sluggish Tuesday. I'm feeling like a snail. But we're here with The Sims 2. I'm looking at that nice family bin filling up down here with all the story progression characters. You know, I'm sure that won't be an issue. It's fine. So, today will probably be a very short day, but I want to get in what I can. So the adventures of the Double S de Wizard continues. I've been making good progress with it. We've had very productive streams every time. Now that the reputation is not only fixed, but she has a good reputation. She's advancing in her career at a reasonable pace. Like, I wish it would go faster, but hey, I brought this on myself, right? She's advancing at a more than good enough rate. So let's get down in there. And ultimately, the goal is not really, like... I made my own goals for this character and their family. Ultimately, maxing out her job is not... Like, it's not one of my goals, but it will help in the pursuit of the other goals that I have in mind. Like, it'll get much easier to pursue ultimate power, immortality, and also we added to have a cool wizard castle / tower as sort of her, like, you know, monument to success, right? It'll make all of that a lot easier if we have a maxed out job so that she makes lots of money. Like, that'll make everything go smoother, much like the real life. It all goes a lot smoother if you have a high-paying job. Alright, so we are in summertime. And let's see. We got 6 friends, we have all the skills we need to advance in our job. Right. What we're missing... Oh, I think there's a little gathering going on out here. She needs more mechanical skill. She's gonna need more of that going forward. But like for right now, I guess it's, you know, it's fine. Her job performance is really good. Like, she's in a good place. So today she has off from work, but the next day she has to go in at 9 a.m. So she has work the next day. So I guess keep that in mind. We gotta keep those motives high. Did she just make a burger? Yeah, she just made like a cheeseburger. I see that cheeseburger. I see it. Alright, how's her aspirations doing? Let's see. She has almost enough aspiration that she could get a second elixir of life. And the way things are going, she might need to make use of it. Alright, well, she wants to get repair skill, so... I mean, hey, if she wants to get that repair skill up, what better way than to actually do some repairing, right? Man, she gives up on she gives up on repair attempts really quickly. Like, she was like, I'd rather go chill for a bit. Like, no, get up. Also, I hear doggos. Where doggo at? Oh, look at that. They just got a dog upstairs. Oh, that's nice. It's a little smoky. Oh, they faked the dog out. Oh, that's mean. That's mean. So yeah, there's just a big old party going on up on the rooftop, which is, yeah, that's cool. But Doubleus's social need is in a good place right now, so I don't think she needs to deal with that. Okay, she wants fun and comfort. Could also cast some spells, which, hey, I mean, I need hygiene, right? I need hygiene, so let's cast the clean spell, and that also fills my, fills up a want. So she wants to see a wolf. Does this count as a wolf? Is Smokey a wolf? I wonder. Oh, we got all the progression going on. Oh no, people are passing away of old age. But yeah, I'm wondering if this counts as a wolf. Like, is that a wolf or is that just a is it just a wild dog? I don't know. We don't need to deal with it either way, but they're having their nice party up there. That's cool. Doubleus, though, needs to repair her damn shower because it's currently just, yeah, it's just shooting water all over the place. So let's see if she can fix that. No, don't give up. Who's this random man that just breaks into your house just to piss you off? I don't understand him. I mean, at least that doesn't hurt my, yeah, my reputation is good. I'm a prominent personality. Like, she's almost maxed out as far as rep goes. But like, oh, come on, get in there. Oh, okay. She does not want to get in there. All right, then just practice your chess game. I guess she doesn't want to fix her shower for right now. Well, getting her logic skill up, that's nice. Alright, so fun and comfort, getting that up. And she has work at 9 o'clock, so we do need to make sure that she's well slept. So she needs hunger, energy, bladder, you know, lots of things, but I would love it if she would get back to repairing the shower. I'd love it if she could do that. Because again, she does need the mechanical skill points. But she... okay, she did it! She fixed it! Nice! Alright then, go to sleep. It's just, I know she's gonna need more mechanical skill as she advances in her career, but I guess for the current level she's at, she has enough mechanical, so it's fine. Alright, so 9 o'clock, so 8 o'clock is when the carpool comes, so she doesn't have that much time in the mornings to just relax, but she has a little bit of time. So let's make sure those moods, those wants, aspirations, needs, let's make sure they're as good as they can be. Okay, she wants to play a little chess, she wants to get her logic up, she has a lot of things she wants, but yeah, let's focus on maximum performance for work to start, right? That's what we're gonna focus on. Ooh, she can make pancakes. Does she have time to make pancakes? I think she does, right? She's got time for pancakes. Alright, so you know, just making pancakes at 5 a.m. in your underwear, as you do. Oh no, she burned it! Oh, damn! Damn. But I mean, she didn't catch the house on fire, so that's a positive. And apparently the pancakes are still edible. They're not great, but they're edible, right? So yeah, not ideal, but you know that could have gone a lot worse. So fair enough. Okay, all right. Her hunger is still a little bit low, so let's top that off with a bag of chips. Just, you know, something that won't set the house on fire. Alright, and before she goes into work, actually, let's check her magic abilities, because I've been casting spells. So yeah, our alignment is really shifting towards neutral pretty fast. And, I mean, that's kind of what I want. I kind of want to shift towards neutral / evil. You know, that is ideally where I want Doubleless to be. Just looking at things we can craft, and I think these are all... Yeah, these are all to cure conditions. What does the magically spiced sugar do? Huh. Encouraging niceness in a singular being. Huh. I would be curious to make that, actually. I'd be curious to see what the magically spiced sugar, like, you know, how does that work? What does that do? Doubleless could use some niceness. She's got 0 nice, so she could certainly use it. Oh, she wants to go gossip, but no time for gossip. The carpool. Or wait, I can fly to work, actually. I mean, okay, I guess, you know, there's no need for it, but technically, we have the option to fly to work as a witch. That's fun, you know, it's cool. I don't really know that there's any particular reason to do that other than style points, but, you know, neat. Oh no, oh right. Oh right, we didn't pay our bills yesterday. We're gonna need to pay our bills today. Gonna need to do that. Can't forget. Let me save. I really, yeah, after I don't play this game for a few days, I really do have to get back in the habit of manually saving often. It's one of those things where even though I grew up playing games where, you know, obviously there was no auto-saving back in the day, but even still, it's easy to get out of the habit, you know? It's really easy to get out of the habit. Okay, what do we got here? Doubleless believes she's discovered a flaw in a cutting-edge surgery technique being outlined by the hospital's chief of staff. She's not sure if she should say something. Interns don't generally speak during medical debriefings, but she might not get another chance to speak on the subject. She could raise her hand or attempt to meet with the chief privately at a later date. Man, so like I hate these job events because like they have such a chance to go bad. I'm gonna try later. Let's see. Doubleless waits until the meeting is over, then heads to the chief of staff's office. She asks the administrative assistant seated at the posh mahogany desk if a short meeting with the chief might be possible. After an hour, Doubleless is informed that the chief is a very busy man and doesn't meet with interns, but that Doubleless should bring any hospital-related concerns to her own supervisor. Doubleless relays her concern to her supervisor. Not much later, the supervisor announces she's just received a new grant for revealing flaws in the newest surgical technique. So, did that benefit me, or... like, I don't really understand if that benefited me or not. Like, it clearly benefited our boss, but what about us, right? Or is it just that we avoided a negative penalty, right? Okay, I was hoping for a promotion, but no such luck. No such luck. We did bring a friend home from work, though. That's cool. So, Uma Tuyanaga. Also, we have 733 bucks in bills. Remember, we pay bills twice a week, plus, you know, plus the rent. Can't forget the rent. So let me see if I can teleport back to my apartment. Yeah, look at that. Man, being a wizard's awesome.
Ooh.
Alright. So I love it. We're trying to save energy so we don't turn the lights on in our apartment. Because, like, look, I ain't made of simoleons, alright? Like, look, electricity costs money. I know I'm a wizard, but I still gotta pay to keep the lights on, alright? So we don't run the lights when there's good daylight. Alright, so what is our relation with this person? Uma Toyanaga. I wonder if she's our boss. So I noticed something is that in this game you do have work acquaintances, right? Like you've got work acquaintances in The Sims 2, and you can even earn promotions or raises by schmoozing up with your coworkers. But the thing is that it's very unclear to me as to like who is a work acquaintance or not. Right? Like, it's super, super unclear. Like, obviously this is a work acquaintance because we brought her home from work and all of that, right? But the thing is like, let's say that this was, you know, let's say that we call her up later, right? I mean, how would we know? How would we know? And I guess the answer is we wouldn't. Because yeah, it just says they're a friend, right? So in The Sims 3, right? Which I know I gloss The Sims or glaze The Sims 3 a lot, but I do think The Sims 3 has a lot of problems too. But one thing I do like that The Sims 3 does is when it comes to relationships, they don't just say that they're like, oh, they're a friend, acquaintance, or you know, a crush or whatever. They in The Sims 3, they say, oh, this is a work acquaintance, right? Like, you know this person from your work. Like, they give you a little bit more detail as to who the person is, rather than just, you know, a one-word descriptor. You get just a little bit more. I wonder, can I admire and it doesn't backfire? Like, can I admire someone and it doesn't blow up in my face? Okay, that works out. That works out. They liked that. Everybody likes a good glazing every now and then. Ooh, she wants to play chess. Perfect. That fills a want. Come on, I want to get that aspiration point. I lost aspiration because of the fire, so I gotta get it back. Yeah, there we go, and this raises fun as well, so... So yeah, I have, like, see, here's the thing, right? I have no idea this person that we brought home from work, right? So, like, in The Sims 3, you would get a description of, like, are they your coworker? Are they your boss? Are they a subordinate? You would get that in The Sims 3. In The Sims 2, I have no idea what my relation is to this person. Like, are they my boss? Are they just a coworker? You know, am I their boss? I don't know. Like, I have no goddamn clue who this person is to me. And I don't know if there's any way to learn, like, I'm wondering if there's any way to learn more about their job, you know? Because I don't think anything, yeah, like, nothing in the job description, nothing says anything about this, right? And in relationships, I don't think anything says anything about it either. Yeah. So I just have no clue. I just got no clue here as to who this person is. Oh, gotta answer my phone. Answer my phone. There we go. So who is it? It's Brittany Barracat. So I will say that the relationships are a lot harder to build and maintain with the mods that I have in. Though honestly, they're not that hard to maintain. Like, as long as you occasionally, as long as you occasionally call someone up and say hello, just like call them up, say hello, etc., etc. Like, as long as you just keep some kind of contact with people, it's really not an issue to like, to keep things in a good place. Also, why do I even have a shower if I just use the magical clean spell, right? I don't know, I like... Look, every now and then, let Doubleless treat herself to a bubble bath, right? But that's for when you got time to spare. Now, I was just kind of look at the options that I had there, because I do wonder, because I know you can ask Sims about, like, their hobbies, their interests, etc. Uh-oh. Oh, god damn it. The burglar. The Hamburglar is back. Oh no. Well, I have a burglar alarm, so, So what's he gonna steal? Oh man, we're getting some slowdown. Some stuff is happening. What did they? Why do they go? They go for the telescope every time. They go for the telescope every single time. All right, well. I need to get my sleep for work. Oh, come on. Like, finish up here. There we go. I love that. They're like, oh, hey there, neighbor. It's like, oh, hey, neighbor, I'm just here to rob you. Like, who is she? She's, Shauna Kantowski. We know Shauna, right? Like, because they waved hello to us. I think we know her somewhere in here. Yeah, like, I think at some point we got to be somewhat acquainted with the burglar. Because she has, like, a normal life, too, so... I think it's that she used to live in the apartment building, actually. I think that's the connection. God, the alarm. Come on, take the burglar away. Take him away. This alarm won't end until you take... Okay, I guess they have to come back in and inform us about... Yeah, the burglar's been caught. And we get 220 back. Alright. It's like, please, just turn the alarm off. God, please. Okay, there we go. There we go. Sorry, the burglar alarm is real annoying. Ooh, I need more magic dust, right? Yeah, I think the clean spell uses the magic dust, so let's make reagent. Mystic dust. Carpool in an hour. So I need 2 mystic dust in order to do the clean spell. So, you know, at first I thought that the higher magic skill meant that she made more reagents per craft, but I'm like, when I look at the green, the little progress bar, I think the difference between a low skill and a higher skill, I don't think the difference is how many reagents you produce. I think the difference is how quickly you produce them. Right, like that seems to be the way that works. Is it's more about it's about how quick you are, right? Hold up! I need to get more aspiration points. Yeah, I'm in the gold. Sweet. Go to work with gold aspiration, and maybe you'll get a promotion. Who knows? Also, hey there, Dabbin. Dabbin the Babbin, the Boppin, the boopin', I don't know. Oh. But hey there. Yeah, we're back to some Sims for today. I was having fun mounting and or blading on the weekend. But 2 things. One, I'm a little sick. Since then, actually, I've been a little sick, so it's like I don't want to make myself sicker by, you know, circle strafing like a madman in Mount and Blade. And also the mods are slowly catching up, so I kinda even want to start all over again, but with all the fun mods now, because the mods are back. So until then, you know, yeah, like let's sim it up. Oh, story progressions. Man, everybody's getting a promotion except for me. Oh yeah, let's save, because I always worry that a job event's gonna come up and just ruin us. Just absolutely ruin everything. Yeah, no, I love The Sims, man. I do love it. Like, I wouldn't... See, here's the thing. I guess for a long time, I didn't really want to do The Sims on the stream as a regular thing, because I kind of felt like it might be a little... I don't know, it might feel a little out of character, considering the games that I normally play, right? And I don't want to upset people when they're like, what's this? And, you know, or they come in for The Sims, and then it's like, well, what's this other stuff, right? And but I mean, ultimately, I do really like The Sims, right? And I see a lot of merit in the games, one way or the other. So yeah, you know, let's do it. Huh, wait, oh, someone aged up. They're like, glad that period of my life's over. So our Thursday bills, which I think that's the water bills, 565. And then our Tuesday bill is like almost 800. So our bills are still kind of really intense, and I need a promotion if I really want to afford to live in this apartment. But, you know, we're getting there. We are getting there. At the very least, we're not at risk of being evicted or, you know, losing all of our stuff anytime soon, right? We're doing okay. Yeah, you know, honestly, something like The Sims, it does kind of have infinite replayability, I will admit. A lot of the games that I like are games that sort of have that infinite replayability. And I do see how, for some people, games like that could be a little frustrating to watch, because, like, there's no end, right? But I guess the way that I try to reconcile that is I try to set my own goals when I play games like this. You know, like as loose of a goal as it is with Doubleless here, you know, I have three simple goals, right? Ultimate magic power, immortality, permanent immortality, and then have a cool wizard fortress, right? And simple goals as they may be, hey, it's something that I get to work towards, and you know, there's other things I can do along the way, like maxing out her job, which will make things easier. You know, like, it's flexible, but at the same time, it's like, there will be a point where I can say, I have completed my goals, and I've quote-unquote won for the moment, right? And then I can do something else or make up a new challenge for myself. And you know, that's kind of what it's all about. Oh no, we're wasting time. I hate that the Sims, they don't always automatically wake up from their sleep. Yeah, like in The Sims 2, I guess maybe I need to buy an alarm clock, right? I might need to buy an alarm clock, but yeah, they don't just automatically wake up when they fill their energy. Like they'll just keep sleeping. So I gotta keep on that. And yeah, I know I have a cauldron in the middle of my floor. It's not great, but I mean, you know, what is an urban wizard to do when you need a magic cauldron, but you know, you don't have a fancy stone basement or a cave or whatever, right? Well, you know, you gotta set up your cauldron where you can set it up, I guess. Let's play The Sims 3 on the PC. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I love games that are just sort of like, you know, infinite, and they just, yeah, you make your own goals, right? Your Sims, your Minecrafts, your Rim Worlds, your Dwarf Fortresses, if I could ever get a handle on Dwarf Fortress. Hell, even Mountain Blade, right? Like, Mountain Blade, even though it's a very different kind of game than The Sims, and it has a lot in common in the way that it is an infinite sandbox, basically, with, you know, dynamic characters that you interact with and all that. And yeah, I don't know, I like that kind of game. It's always been my favorite type of thing to play. You know, not that I don't like a more streamlined linear experience. I do. But I would say that this type of thing is my favorite, I want to say. And yeah, like a cauldron on the front porch, that does sound good, although I would worry that the burglar would come and steal it. That's another thing. I really worry that the burglar is gonna steal either my cauldron or my spellbook, because if they steal either one of those, I literally can't do magic anymore. Like that, man, that sucks. I mean, you can always buy a new one, but, you know, it would still suck. Oh yeah, I used to really like the early Civ games. Like, I think Civ 3, that's like the last mainline Civ game that I really liked. Or it might have been Civ 4. It was either Civ 3 or 4. I liked Alpha Centauri and Call to Power. Those were my favorite Civ games, even though they weren't mainline Civ games. But a similar idea, you know, the sort of infinite sandbox and the reactive world was a big part of it. I think what I like more than even the infinite sandbox is the idea of a reactive world. Like, here's the thing. A lot of people really love a big sandbox game like, say, a Skyrim, right? I never really got all that terribly into Skyrim. And the reason is that even though it's a massive open sandbox, it doesn't really feel very reactive, if you know what I mean. Like, when you run around Skyrim, yeah, you can kill dragons and do quests and stuff like that, but it never really feels like the game world is sort of doing its own thing without you. Like it when you play something like Skyrim, most Elder Scrolls games, it feels like the game world literally exists for you to run around and have fun in the theme park. You know, it doesn't really feel like the game world is doing its own thing without you, and to me that's not really what I want, you know? Like, why I like something like The Sims is because, yeah, like, it feels like the game world is just doing its own thing, with or without me. You know, things are happening, right? And I'm just a part of it. Same reason I like Mount & Blade, same reason I like older Elder Scrolls games like Daggerfall. Like, to me, that reactivity is more important than just being in a big, huge, open world, right? Oh my, wait, Civ Revolution. Is that the one that was on console? I'm trying to remember, because I actually remember playing on the PS3, I remember playing a Civ game that only came out on the consoles. And I remember it being really fun, and I wasted so much time on it. It might have been Revolution. Like, I just remember it was really fun, and I'm not even really sure why, but I had a blast with it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I played it on PS3, but yeah, okay. So that was the last Civ game I ever played, and I loved it. I probably still have it on my shelf somewhere. Like when I moved over here from the US, I did take a lot of my PlayStation 1 and newer games. I brought them with me, and yeah, my PS3 games I brought all of those, so it's probably in there somewhere. But you know, it's the North American copy, so I have to use my North American PS3 if I want to play it, and that means I have to hook up, like I have a huge adapter box that I can plug my old consoles into, and then convert it to a European, European electric charge to plug into the wall. I love it when I flip the switch on that thing. It makes a buzz, like like you can hear it vibrating. I get a little nervous every time. Like, gee, sure hope it don't explode. But then again, these days you can just emulate all that if you wanted to. To be fair. Oh, she's got. I don't know why. I just noticed she has a day off. So. Okay, let's see. Well, she's got a day off, so let's cast that clean spell. Harvest them simoleons. I mean, like, well, when it comes to like, I mean, you know, when it comes to plugging things in, European outlets are literally completely different. Like, not just in terms of shape, in terms of voltage too. Like the shape of the plug is different. The voltage, the currency voltage is different. Like you can't just plug in an American electronic into a European power outlet. It like it won't even plug in because the shape of the things are totally different. But B, if you could plug it in directly, it would literally fucking explode. So yeah, you need like a big adapter that you can go from one plug to the other. Which it's kind of funny that there are people who complain about that, and they're like, oh man, I went over to Europe or Asia or wherever, and it's like I couldn't just plug my device in. I had to get an adapter. Oh, so annoying. But it's like, well, yeah, different places use different plugs and different voltages. You probably should have looked into that, you know, like ahead of time. But for me, it's just like I have such a large collection of, you know, electronics, right? Like I have so many old ass consoles that I love, and admittedly I don't really use them much anymore because, well, you can just kind of get all that running on a PC nowadays if you have the know-how and you know where to look. and it's actually kind of runs better. But still, you know, I'm sentimental, right? So yeah, I made sure that I got a nice big ass adapter thing that I could plug everything into if I wanted to. Alright, let's see. Let's have her make a salad. Like, man, we got a day off here, and I'm not even sure what to do with myself. Oh no, man, those people in Australia living upside down. Oh. They're living in the upside down. I gotta watch out for mind flayers. Alright, so let's see. I think she can't burn a salad, so that's good. I'm trying to think, what do we want to do with her day off? Like, her job performance is peak. She has tons of friends, right? Yeah, tons of friends. All the friends. I guess what we could do is, well, we could refresh her friendship. Like, we could call people up to, you know, to get their friendship levels a little higher so they don't decay over time. Oh no. It's like people, they'll fall right off the planet. Good thing they got that glass dome over. Also, I just realized something. So, the landlady that we have for our apartment complex here, right? Like, was it Carla de something? She's moving too fast. I just realized she's been elderly the whole time that we've been living in this apartment, and other Sims they've grown old and died in that amount of time. So I think our landlord is immortal. I think our landlord has achieved immortality. Man, like everybody else is doing better than Double Us. Like, everybody else has already achieved immortality. Damn. No, Double Us, no, get back here. Don't argue. Do not argue with that man. Think of your reputation, all right? Like, yeah, think. You're a prominent personality. You can't risk the scandal. Also, I'm just kind of reminded. I just reminded myself there of the Smiling Friends episode where, you know, they go into space, and when they get back, it's like, oh god, that's the Earth, and it's flat. It's just a flat disc with the dome over it. And then they freak out, and then that's the end of the episode. God, you know, here's the thing. I feel like I like that show more than I should. Like, I'm too old for that shit, but I'm just ADHD enough that it still works for me. Alright, let's renew some friendships. So, we have our lover here, the infallibly good Warlock. We could invite him over. Yeah, hell, why not? Let's invite him over. Oh man, all these promotions happening. Oh, that's nice. Alright, so we invite him over. Let's also maybe call up a sim just to, you know, refresh our friendship and all that. This guy. So this guy, we have good chemistry with him, but we're getting a little low. So let's just call him. Oh, no. He doesn't have a what do you mean? Armando doesn't own a phone. He doesn't own a phone. Well, then how the hell are we supposed to get in contact with him then if he doesn't own a phone? Like, how are we supposed to do? Okay, cool. He just doesn't own a phone. This is fine. Let's see. Let's go ahead and Yeah, let's make out with our wizard boyfriend over here, because that'll be good for my reputation. I am wondering, yeah, like, what are we supposed to do about these Sims that don't own phones? Like, how do I, you know, what do I do with that?
Have lab.
All right, and let's just give him a romantic hug too. We got a schmooze up here. Also, I want a ghost cat. How do I get a ghost cat? Like, does he only have that because he's super good, or can anyone have like a familiar cat? I wonder. All right, so I'm trying to get my reputation. Like, funny enough, it's really good for farming rep to just, you know, make out with people. Also, technically, we don't have to stay in the wizard robe. Like, I do like that magical Sims get, like, you know, they get their own thing, right? I like that. But you don't have to wear it. Like, you can totally change outfits if you want. It's just, I don't know, like, it looks cool. I like the way that the wizard robes look, right? They look fun. Oh, nice. We get to pet the ghost kitty. Yeah, hug the ghost kitty. No. No. Adorable. Yeah, we're almost maxed out as far as reputation is concerned. That's good. So okay, we did invite, you know, we invited Houston Ma over, but let's go ahead and I was gonna say, like, let's do some skilling up, but I just realized, like, well, she's got work. She does have work the next day, right? Oh, look at that teleportation. But yeah, so she's got work the next day at 9 a.m. So we can't go too crazy with wasting time. But I think we can waste a little bit of time. So let's see. Let's study mechanical. She doesn't need any mechanical to level up right now, but she'll need it in the future. We got a nice thunderstorm going. But as she's just gonna do that for a little bit, a quick thought, because I do like to just think about games and nerd stuff around games and all that good stuff. And here's a thought. You know, as infinite as The Sims 2 or any sim game can be, just, you know, as it is, right? I do think what gives games like this a lot of longevity, even more so than the game itself, is the community around the game. Like, I mean, I'd say for, like, one of the oldest examples, Daggerfall, right? Like, you know, the Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. That game is much more reactive feeling than later Elder Scrolls games, but what really makes that game amazing, like, you can play that game in 2025 and it's still a really good experience, is the community. Because, you know, the community, like, they completely remade the game in Unity so that it can look and play nicer and also accept mods. So now there is now an extensive Daggerfall modding scene where people are making all kinds of cool shit that just completely expands every element of the game and adds whole new ones. Like, Daggerfall can be a, like, completely different game now. And I'd say that's one of the oldest examples I can think of for this. But it applies to a lot of games, like The Sims 2 here. I mean, I have a ton of mods in my game right now. I have like, what, 200 mods or whatever, like, and most of them are just bug fixes and stuff, but, you know, some of them are to make the game visually look nicer. Like, my game looks nicer than it would look by default. And then also there's just gameplay mods, right? You know, like, I have all those mods that enhance my bills so that I'm paying 5 times the bills as normal. You know, I'm adjusted for inflation. I have all these mods that you know, that make leveling up your job harder, that make maintaining relationships and building relationships harder. I have a lot of gameplay affecting mods, and I have some mods that add totally new gameplay too. Like, I haven't used it, but I actually have a whole laundry system installed in my game. Like, I have a system so that if I put a laundry basket and like a washer and a dryer, yeah, like the Sims would just, whenever they change out of their clothes, they would leave a clothes pile, and then they could put that in the laundry and everything. And if this sounds familiar, it's because literally this was an entire DLC in The Sims 4. I shit you not, there's a whole ass DLC in The Sims 4 that is just that. Literally just laundry. And yet here it is in The Sims 2, functions exactly the same, and it's just a nice free little mod that somebody made. Huh, fancy that. And no, the magic is not a mod. The only mod that I've installed in the game for the magic is I removed the visual modifier for being a witch sim. Like, normally, if you're a good witch, then you have gold glitter all over your body, and it basically makes your sim look like a Twilight vampire in the sun. I hate that, so I took that out. And if you're an evil witch, it makes your skin turn green, like, you know, like the Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz. Ooh. But yeah, other than that visual modification, nothing I've done changes magic. Magic was added to The Sims 2, funny enough, in the apartment expansion. Like the same expansion that introduced apartments also introduced witch sims. That is really strange, and it feels like it comes out of nowhere, but that's what it is. Like, I'm not crazy, right? But that feels like a completely unrelated thing. Like, what do witches and magic, what does that have to do with living in an apartment? Like, I don't think it does have anything to do with living in an apartment. But yeah, those two things came in the same expansion pack. All right, we're getting our energy up. Okay. Energy upped. But yeah, I think that, you know, if you like a game that just sort of is infinite, then I think a game that has a healthy modding community can really help out with that. Like, it basically makes the game feel like it's fresh all the time, because if you want a new experience, all you gotta do is, you know, hop on modthesims2.com and check out what's what, right? That's kind of why I like a lot of these games, you know? Like, my Minecraft, for instance, I've got that modded to hell and back, and I'm always changing the mods, because, you know, that's fun. Oh, hold up. Nope, don't wanna go somewhere. I want to... Okay, well, she's gonna make pancakes on her own. That works. But yeah, I feel like a game that already has basically infinite playability, it only becomes 10 times better when you realize that, oh, there's tons of mods that do all kinds of things, and if you want a very different experience, you can just look around, see what mods look interesting to you, pick a few out, and go with them. And then if you get bored of that, or you want to try something totally different, then uninstall those mods and put some new ones in, right? Or if the mods don't conflict with each other, just add more mods. You don't even have to remove the old ones. And I kind of love that. Also, please don't burn this. Oh god. Burning food is one of her fears right now. Please don't burn the pancake. Okay, okay. Whew. She managed to make food without causing a fire. But, yeah, just to take a quick moment to, again, tangentially related, to go back to Mountain Blade 2. You know, it was fun going back to Mount and Blade 2 and just, you know, just playing the game completely unmodded because new expansion, new patch, all that good stuff. The mods hadn't caught up. It was really fun to go back and play it unmodded just to kind of get a feel for what the game is like now unmodded, but at the same time, it was a little rough because I'd gotten so used to all the mods in Mount and Blade 2. Like, there's a lot of features in Mount and Blade 2 that they feel very shallow. They feel like they could have been expanded a lot more on, and mods got you covered for that. Like, one of the big ones, it's something that drives me crazy in Mount and Blade 2. What it is the way that you interact with other characters in that game. Like, it can feel like there's not really a lot of ways to interact with other characters. You know, like, oh, you can fight them, you can do quests for them when they're available, but, like, other than that, it feels like there's minimal interaction, right? And so one of my favorite mods for Mount and Blade 2 is Drama Lord, because that adds a ton of things you can just do with the other characters in the game. You know, like, you can just chill with them, just talk to them, and you have more options both for friendly interactions and also romance interactions. And, you know, is it canonical to the semi-historically accurate setting that the game is going for? No, it's not. Of course it's not. But it's fun, and it adds a layer of interaction that kind of makes the world feel even more alive, right? And so I like that, and I really miss it, and, you know, not having that in my game, it makes the game feel a lot tougher for me to play because I'm so used to having that feature in my game. And admittedly, that's kind of how I feel with a lot of games that I play. Is like, I can't do it unmodded, and it's, you know, it's not that the base games are bad. It's kind of like The Sims, right? Like, I can't play any sim game, whether it's The Sims 2 or The Sims 3 or, you know, anything. I can't do it vanilla. I gotta have my mods. And, you know, I try not to have any mods that break the gameplay. Like, I try to my goal with mods is always to preserve the original gameplay and intent of the gameplay, but just to expand upon it, right? To expand upon it, or to modify it in a way that is more to my playstyle, but not to destroy the original gameplay. And yeah, like, I think I achieved that, but it also means that I have a hard time playing without my mods, you know? Like, vanilla Sims, any Sims, is rough for me. And what's funny is I used to very much be the opposite about that kind of stuff. Like, I used to be the guy who would play, like, Morrowind or Oblivion with no mods, and I'd be like, you know what? I don't like mods. Mods just cheapen the game. That's not for me. But I think that attitude when I was younger, it sort of stemmed from a couple of things, and one is the feeling that that modding the game is cheating in some way, and I think the other is the idea that mods are basically like a fan fiction, right? Like, oh, I don't want to play someone's fan fiction, right? I want to play the game as the developers intended. But I've gotten over that. I've gotten over that feeling, and I think maybe some of that feeling is because a lot of the mods, like in the early days of modding games, back, you know, way back, a lot of mods were just dumb and not very good or well thought out. Like in the very early days of modifying video games, like, a lot of the mods that you would see would pretty much just be cheating, or it would be things that feel very non-canon, right? like, I don't know, the dumbest example I can think of is, think of the Skyrim mod that turns all the dragons into Thomas the Tank Engine, and it's like, what are you doing, right? What's the point of that? And yeah, there used to be even more mods like that, and less that actually kind of did anything substantial. And so I think for a long time my thought was that all mods are just, you know, turning dragons into Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh man, only one simoleon for my money tree. Oh. She's got to go to work very soon, but I'm just thinking, like, is there anything else I can do? Not really. I can teleport down. I can teleport downstairs. Yeah, I can teleport to the car to go to work. Man, that's using your vast magical powers right there, huh? Oh my god! She saw lightning struck a tree and set the tree on fire, and she saw the fire, and that made her panic. That made her lose aspiration. My god. The timing on that, right? Ugh. At the least, she's going to work, though, with, she's still in the green as far as her mood is concerned, so I guess that's good. Let's do a quick save, because you never know about those events. You never know. But yeah, man, I feel like I get very unlucky with with Doubleus's fears here. Like, she often has a fear, and it's exactly the fear that she's gonna, like, there's a high probability of experiencing it. Like, you know, if there's a thunderstorm, and she has the, oh no, I don't want to see fire fear. Yeah, you're gonna see fire when the lightning hits a tree. Alright, so, do we get that promotion? Do I get that big promotion? I'm not gonna get it, am I? Nope. Well, I brought another friend home from work. That's something. Oh hey, there's someone that we have romantic chemistry with. That's nice. It's, Wyatt Traveler. Ooh, he does not like being hit on like that. Oh no. Oh man. Well, he wants to dance together, so let's do that. Like, let's do something he wants to do to kind of, you know, to repair the damage, right? Let's see, it's Saturday. Does she have to work the next day? She does. Okay. So I can't waste too much time with this guy. But if we can befriend him, that would be great for my career. Everything is just how does this benefit my career? How does this benefit me in my quest for power? Oh, someone else, Destry Johnson, wants to say hello, but like, I'm too busy working this guy, alright? Too busy working him. So he didn't like, what was it that he didn't appreciate? I think he didn't appreciate the flirt attempt, right? He didn't appreciate that, but I think he was okay with the romantic hug, right? Because good chemistry? I think? Yeah, okay, he's cool with that. He likes that. Can we maybe give a suggestion? Maybe he likes a suggestion. Looks like he likes that. Maybe give him a back rub too, just to, again, to really warm him up. Just gotta butter him up. Everyone likes a good platonic back rub. A semi-platonic back rub. Man, my Sim's gonna, like, she's gonna pass out and or piss herself if I don't... Like, if I don't get her inside and all that, like, she's gonna be in for a bad time. But I'm really trying hard here. Wyatt Traveler, I'm at 37, 22 long term. I need to get that up to like 50 if I really wanna make him a friend, right? Let's hang out for a little bit. Okay, no hanging out. She wants to poop. Look, I wanna hang out, but I gotta take a shit. Okay, so back upstairs. Let's tend to those needs because she does have to go to work. Look, this dude just barging right into the bathroom, barging right in on me. And then the audacity to chase me out of my own bathroom. The audacity. Okay, so the only thing that she's really low on is energy, I'd say. And, like, energy and comfort, that'll go up at the same time. We need hygiene, but we can get hygiene by casting a magical spell. Yeah, we have the magic spell of hygiene. So let's use that. God, I love magic. It's fun. Okay, I need more of this mystic dust. Like, mystic dust is proving to be the bread and butter of my magic here. Like, I gotta be honest, out of all the spells that our sim knows, the hygiene spell is so far the most useful. Let's check our abilities real quick before we go to bed, because we've been learning new spells and things. So we have learned Compello Acceptus. Friends of legend grant this great chance, make the sim more pleasant, make their heart dance. So it sounds like that'll make the sim more open to friendly interactions, maybe, or maybe it just boosts the I'm not sure, but it's something to do with your relationship. Then we learned that's a good spell, but then we learned a neutral spell, Appello Catus Amicus. I call upon the immortal feline to join me in my magic quest. Travel down the dimensional vine, my faithful companion who knows no rest. This sounds like it's the familiar, right? This is the cat familiar. Cool. So I'll totally summon him. Why not? I need magic dust and a dragon scale. And I still only know... Yeah, I still only know like 2 evil spells. I'd love to learn more evil spells. Also, my magic skill is at half now. I'm at half magic skill, so we're doing a good job at actually climbing the ranks and learning spells. Alright, so I had wanted to schmooze the dude that we brought home from work, but, yeah, we kind of need to sleep, so we'll do that for now. Also, Doubleless is getting a little dangerously close to being an elder. When I say dangerously close, I mean we have 25 days still, but like... You know, excuse me, I do get a little nervous when I see that bar filling up, right? We do not want to become old, alright? That's the one thing we want to avoid, is becoming an old sim. Because once you go old, there ain't no coming back. As far as I know, there's no way to wind the clock back on a sim's age state, so... Yeah, like, if you get old, you can't un-old. Like, once your sim is an elder, they are doomed to be an elder forever. Like, even if you drink those elixirs of life, even if you become a vampire, yeah, if you're an elder, you're just an elder forever. Which, to me, that just sounds miserable, right? Just to be an elderly sim, you know, slinking around forever. That just sounds like hell. Okay, she wants to gain a skill point, but I want to make more that magic does. She only has an hour before carpool anyway. Let's cast the clean spell just because she wants to cast a spell for the aspiration points, so, you know, why not? Doesn't really need it, but it's an easy spell cast. Learned a new spell. Also, my appearance changed. Oh, I'm Doublest a Wizard, the Nice Witch now. So, I went from being the infallibly good to just the good to now I'm just the Nice Witch. I'm the Nice Witch, and let me guess, my personality is still, like, yeah, maximum grouchy. It's Doublest the ironically nice witch. Oh, I just saw she wants to play a computer game, and we can do that before she goes to work, I think. Yeah, there you go. Also, I noticed that her appearance does seem to have changed, and I'd assume that's just because she went from being a good witch to a nice witch, right? Yeah, look at... Oh my god, we need to change that. So, yeah, so even when she's in her work attire, she's just got the floppy wizard hat. Yeah, we need to correct that as soon as possible, just because that looks dumb. But I mean, she's going to work with a decent mood and everything, right? Could be better, could be a whole lot worse. It's fine. Save. I am trying to really do good on making it a habit to manually save every time she goes to work. I think that's a good time to save. Like, really, I think saving every day or every other day, like, depending on how much happens in a day, it's a good idea to kind of get in that habit, just because there's no autosave function. And god, it would suck to... Like, it would suck to play for hours, and then, I don't know, the game crashes or something, right? Or you just forget to save when you exit out. Or, hell, I don't know, the power goes out. A tree hits your computer. Well, I guess then you'd have a bigger issue, but... You get what I mean. Alright, so like every day, I'm hoping I get that big promotion. And will my hopes and dreams come true? Or will they be shattered? They'll be shattered. I do want to put it out there, again, the way that it works in my game, the most chance you can possibly have to increase in your job is a 25% chance. At maximum. Like, when I say that, I mean if your job meter, right? If your job meter is completely maxed out, if you know, well, obviously you have to have the skills and the friends, but, you know, we're talking chance to rank up. So the thing is that even if you have maximum job performance, you have a green mood, your aspirations are great, like, even if everything ticks all the boxes, you know, you're 100%, and reputation, right? You can't ignore reputation. So even if, you know, you're as high as you can go there, the absolute maximum chance that you have to rank up is, I believe, 25%. Which, that means you have a 1 in 4 chance of ranking up when you go to work. Now, you would think that with a 1 in 4 chance of ranking up, you would think, because I'm at that maximum right now, you would think that I would have already leveled up, right? But, yeah, not so much. Not so much. I mean, it is only a 1 in 4 chance, right? So... Or, you know, a 25%, 1 in 4. So, yeah, no, like, there's a good chance you'll go to work and you just won't get it, and that'll happen for days and days and days. That's just kind of how it goes. Is it a little frustrating sometimes when you get a particularly unlucky streak like me? Yeah, but honestly, I don't mind it. I really don't. Hold up, I want to change appearance. I don't hate the floppy wizard hat, I really don't, but it's not quite what I'm going for with this sim, you know? Not quite what I'm going for. Oh, you don't change hats? Or I thought like, because it's... No, it's a hairstyle, so, like, hold up. Set hair per outfit. Oh, we can change it per outfit, but I want to just change it, yeah, back to her original hairs. There we go. And man, it actually looks like we're doing pretty decent for the money, because it's like, oh, we're over 10K, but you know, we have rent every Monday, and that's 1,900, so yeah, that's gonna go down pretty quick. I would honestly say, though, if we didn't have to pay rent, like, if we didn't have to pay the rent, I think Doubleus's bills are more than manageable, like, just the bills alone. So if bills was all we had to pay, then I think she'd actually be doing fine right now, and we could focus less on the job and more on the magic and the other stuff. But yeah, rent is a bit of a bitch. I still got to do a little more research, because I don't really understand what the actual advantage to, like, living in an apartment in The Sims is. Compared to just, you know, like living in a small house or building a small house. I don't really see it. And you would think that it would be opposite, right? Like you would think that living in your own home would be a lot more expensive than living in an apartment. You would think. But no, like in The Sims, yeah, the apartment has bills just the same. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe the house bills are a little more, I don't know. I've only been playing in an apartment this run, and it's been a long time since I played The Sims 2, so maybe household bills, like maybe their bills are more, I don't know. But rent, yeah, rent is pretty high, and the thing is rent is actually unaffected by my mods. Like, I have my nice 5x the bills mod, you know, I love it so, but, that doesn't affect bills, actually. Or, it doesn't affect rent. It affects bills, it does not affect rent. So the 1,900, which is the largest thing we pay per week, that is vanilla as far as I know. So yeah, like I'm kind of wondering, like, what is the advantage of this apartment exactly? Because I ain't seeing it. I really ain't. All right. Figure we might as well get a little bit of study time in, because it's autumn or fall. I kind of flip-flop on which one I like to describe that time of year better, autumn or fall. I think I use fall more often, but autumn does sound more fancy. But anyway, yeah, in The Sims, there's a nice learning bonus in the fall. I will say I like the seasonal bonuses, although I'm not exactly sure what all the seasonal bonuses are, if I can be honest. Like, I believe in the summertime, relationships move faster, and in the fall, learning is faster. I forget what the winter, like the winter and the spring bonus, I'm not exactly sure what the bonuses are for those. But they have some kind of bonus, I'm just not sure for what. But I do like the little bonuses depending on the season, so it kind of gives a reason to play each season. Or, you know, it gives a bit of a benefit to just passage of time, etc. Alright, let's quickly poop. Or, oh no, the carpool's coming. We want to poop. There we go, get that in. Just you know, poop on the horrible, horrible looking toilet. No time to wash hands, get to work. Think of your job performance. Okay. And yeah, we gotta pay the rent when we get back. Alex's insurance policy benefited one person. Alex's friend got 415. So someone passed away. Also, someone is just gardening over here. Like, they don't live here, right? What are they doing over there? And again, just the save. Let me see. Who is this person that is just kind of, yeah, like what was he doing? He was just smelling the flowers, I suppose. Okay. Cool. Well, as our sim is going to work, another thought for you. So, I know it's been brought up before, but I know people it comes up a lot when we talk about simulation type of games, and that is, you know, some kind of a Sims alternative. In the same way that Skylines is like a SimCity alternative, and yeah, I always hate to say that there isn't one, but I mean, there's a few games that kind of touch on some of the elements of The Sims, and they are worth the time. I bring up the Guild a lot for more medieval style games that have sim elements in it. But I think the problem with the Guild games is A, they're a bit of a technical mess, and B, they focus more on the management strategy element of things than the relationships and the more personal level stuff. You know, it's more of a business management simulation than a people simulation. And I think that's what a lot of games that kind of border on the Sims-esque gameplay, they tend to focus more on the management element rather than the more personal element. Which the personal element is the fun part of The Sims, to be clear. But I mean, there's a lot of games that kind of like, I don't know, they do an equal job at like the personal stuff, the management, the strategy, stuff like RimWorld or a Dwarf Fortress, you know, type of thing. Games like that, they tend to actually do some elements. They get in there. Ooh, finally! Finally! Oh god, finally! We've been promoted to resident. You've been promoted to a night shift residency in the emergency room. This is an obviously stressful position, so make sure home is a comforting place. You'll need fun, rest, and proper meals or you won't succeed. If you work on the proper diagnoses, care for those tough cases, and develop a good bedside manner, your promotion to general practitioner will come quickly. So we start work at 18 to 1. So 18 to 1. So that means our overall, well, it means we have to get ready, like we have to go to work at 17. So 17 to 1. So I'm trying to think in terms, like, has our hours changed? Because 17, let me think, that'd be 3 to 20, then it's 27. Okay, so that, or brain, it's 8 hours. So she works 8 hours. I think that's about the same. Or no, that might be a little less actually. I think her current work time was like 9 hours or more, I think. So this is a slightly shorter work hour. That's good. So she brought home 705. So she was making 602. Now she's making 705. So that's good. And she has a bonus of 1,410. Okay. Or 1,100. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. So our friends and skills are still good to go to level up. We're going to need cleaning and mechanical to go higher if we want to continue to climb the ranks, but yeah, we're in a good place. So we make 700, a little over 700 per day now. That's good. And our days off are both in a row. So that means that for like from Tuesday after work until Thursday, like we got like 3 days basically, or 2.5 days where we can just chill. So that means plenty of time to get things done. And I'm trying to like math out how much she makes real quick. So if she makes like about 700 per day for 5 days a week, then that's 7. Like, oh, you get to see my bad math. So 7 times 5 would be 35. So about 3,500, I want to say. Right? Like that'd be about 3,500 a week. And her bills, so like, okay, right now her bills are, we kind of have to round up because you do have to factor in that she needs to buy food too. So like, let's say rounding up, so 800 and then 600 and then 1,900. So let's see. God, I'm bad at math, or I'm slow at math, I should say. So let's see. Like 1,400, 2,000, so 3,000. So it's like, what, about 3,300? So okay, we're all right. So even if we kind of round up and we're generous with everything, we should be earning more money than we spend in bills and food now. We should be. Like not by a huge margin. Like we don't have a lot of wiggle room, but we're earning more than we're losing. So we have actually managed to outpace the bills and the rent. So at this point in time, Doubleless can actually afford to live in her apartment. It was a long road, but we can actually afford to live where we live. That is nice. So who's this person we brought home from work? It's Nene McCullough. So she doesn't like our chatting very much. But it doesn't seem like we get along with her all that terribly well, even though we're supposedly friendly with her. Can I maybe, like, okay, what can I ask her about? Ask, what are your skills? Hey, you know what? Like, yeah, let's ask what her job is, actually. Like, what is her relation to me? I'm a paramedic, so that means she's way under us. Way under. Also, the wife just came home. So, it's a bit of a short day then today.